I'm Luke Harvey. I'm our automotive partner technology leader, and I work with all of our automotive partners at Amazon Web Services to help them use our cloud technology to help jointly solve our customer challenges that they have using cloud technology with all of our 200 different automotive services. At Amazon, we basically are providing the scalable flexibility for all of the compute, the storage, and the underlying infrastructure basically that's used to be able to develop software-defined vehicles in the cloud. We use these different services, basically working with our partners and our customers to essentially develop out new technology platforms that can accelerate the software development using the cloud. This can come from things like AWS Graviton, which enables virtualization so that our automotive customers can do essentially a digital twin of their virtual ECU development using the cloud technology that we provide. Yeah, that's a great question. And actually, what we found was using AWS Graviton, which we developed to be the most cost performance, technology compute solution in the cloud. We actually found out that the instruction set that are using those solutions, that are using ARM instruction set architecture, is the same instruction set architecture that's used in automotive embedded devices. So once we discovered that, we actually started using AWS Graviton to be able to develop virtual ECUs, and that's some of the technology that we've worked with Elektrobit on. Yeah, so a lot of automakers traditionally are stuck with a physical workstation that they basically have an engineer that's working in the lab to be able to work with physical hardware, and that limits their scale. They're not able to basically scale that out in the cloud to thousands of different devices to be able to parallelize all their test scenarios. So by using the scalable compute with AWS and the virtual environments that we have to test, developers can actually access a virtual development environment and actually use that development environment to scale out virtual test targets and scale those out to meet all their test case needs at the click of a button, rather than having to go into a physical lab and actually do their development, limited by the amount of test devices that they have available. Yeah, so we actually announced together with Here Technologies and Elektrobit our SDV Accelerator initiative. So the SDV Accelerator initiative is a community initiative that we've put together with those different partners, essentially to create a ready-to-use, out-of-the-box virtual test development environment that includes a engineering data hub that you can actually use and deploy within a day, not having to take weeks to actually go and set up and deploy. And we believe that with the community is needed for software development for software-defined vehicles specifically. So not one company by themselves is going to be able to achieve this. So that's why we've taken this approach with SDV Accelerator with Here and Elektrobit. So we rely on our technology partners like Elektrobit to basically bring that automotive expertise. So AWS is good at bringing our cloud expertise and our other industry knowledge that we have as well. But we really rely on our partners like Elektrobit to essentially build out the technology solutions that deliver the value to our end customers. So Elektrobit's been really, really good at actually delivering that specific functionality around the virtual ECU development so that we can meet those software-defined vehicle goals that we have from our customers. Yeah, so I think right now is a really exciting time to be in the industry. It's one of the most exciting, I'm the most optimistic I've ever been about the automotive industry right now, because we have a couple things that are at play. We have agentic AI that's coming in and changing the way that software developers are actually creating software for the automotive industry. It's changing the way that the requirements-driven engineering work is being done. And it's actually, enabling a lot of capabilities that basically would take, a lot of time in the past. So, the new kind of development cycles that we're looking at now are really about reducing the amount of time that it takes to develop the software, validate and release the software, and decreasing the cost as well, and the amount of work that one individual engineer can get done.